Hello everyone, this is Sybil. Welcome to my channel. Hope you all are doing wonderful. My husband was home and I think I forgot to mention in my very last video that he received a promotion a few months ago, and one of the perks of this new promotion is he gets to come home more often. Well, his boss forgot to tell him that. So he was able to come home just a couple of weeks after he was here, and he'll be back in less than 2 more weeks again. So that's wonderful that I get to see my husband more often. So as I've mentioned before, when he's home, I don't, usually comment or make videos or craft or anything like that. So I'm here today to share with you some of my projects that I made before he got here. In my last video, I shared with you my decorated glassine bags, and if you haven't watched that video, I will definitely link it down below in the description box. So I've been sharing videos where I've used my stash. So ephemera, whether I've purchased it or I've made it, and I've been creating clusters, and then the glassine bags, and mainly the clusters that I'm making are for my scrapbook layouts. And so I have a few more that I want to share with you with Mintay papers, and that's what I did with all those bags. Those were all from Mintay papers. But I do have the Carta Bella Summer Market paper pad, paper pack, scrapbook pack laying here, and I'll share that with you in a moment as to why. But before I do, I just want to share with you a couple more clusters. So my family, growing up, my family and I, especially, well, my mom and I mainly went to Yellowstone Park, and then my husband and I and our kids have gone there a few times, and it's absolutely one of our favorite things to do is go to parks and go hiking and everything. And so I made these two large clusters from the Mintay paper pack, so that I had purchased several years ago. And again, some of them are the backs of the paper pad, like the big, well, like this, and it'll have, the brand and all of that. But on the front, they have all these beautiful images. And so I just cut them out. So like the boots are cut out, the tent, and I just fussy cut all of the things. These are two different buildings that I adhered together. I put a bear in front of it, put the trees here, the cup. So it's just layers upon layers. And I really like how these turned out. So they'll be great on some layouts from the parks that we've gone to. Here's a couple of more clusters that I made. Some of these are popped up. So I've got the camera. Again, these are Mintay images. And you can see the papers back there. And I've just, fussy cut everything. And then I put some embellishments. And then on this, let's see if I can get that. See there, I put that like crystal effects, there, and Nouveau drop, not Nouveau drops. I'm trying to think of what they're called. The Nouveau, and it gives you that crystallized effect there on there. So really cute. Got the camper, and these are for some traveling layouts. And then here's another one that I've made with the Mintay papers. That's the very last one. And so I've got a butterfly and flowers and excuse me, everything is just, popped up there, lots of dimension. And I love how these turned out. And then I put the little seed beads there on the centers of the flowers. Popped up the butterfly, put some gems, cut the flowers out, and then turned the petals, put gem centers. So just lots of little pieces here and there that I've cut out and just popped them on there. So those are all the Mintay ones. So the summer market. I have this paper pad, but I also had like the flower market, the floral market, and the different ones like that from Carta Bella. So I'm just going to put a lot of these that I've made, these little clusters. Now these can be put on cards. So not just for scrapbook layouts, if you will. So I want to see how many I can get on here. Nope, that's not going to work. So I just wanted to share with you all of these different ones. And these would be really, really cute on cards. Just have some glitter paper there, added the butterfly and this little gold piece there, the gold flag, put a heart there. And I put the glossy accents on it. Glossy accents, I said crystal effects. And so here's another one, just lots of pieces, you know, from the back of the paper there. And so they're really, really cute. And this one has a lot of different images on it. So you've got this back piece, you've got this piece, you've got this tag, and then this little tag. And then I put little tiny gold strips. I cut those from the paper and put those there. So, and then, you know, put a little twine bow there. Sorry if I hit my camera. And there's one more. Actually, I think this is Mintay. And then there's this little border. And then this little one. So just using lots of old papers, and I don't mean like old, you know, but papers that I've had in my stash, and just made lots of projects with them. So this one, I tore this little gingham paper. I put a little gold strip of glitter paper that I had trimmed down. I popped up the 3 little tags. I popped up the bloom and grow. I made a little tag from this paper, punched a hole and put a little bow there, and then put this on there. This is Hello Sunshine. Added another little strip of paper and another one. So really cute and lots of fun. And my last ones that I want to share with you, I made these from, excuse me, from 49 and Market. So these were so much fun to create. So we've got this one, just kind of basic. I put a little chipboard piece there. I put a little flag and then a butterfly center and a chipboard piece down on the bottom that says I love you. So that would go really nice on a little card. And then there's this one, and then look at all the pieces. So I cut a frame in half and put one on that side. I've got this little, doesn't that look real? It looks like a real, you know, pin there, safety pin. I've got a couple of tags there. Well, it's a cut apart that looks like a couple of tags, I should say. And then there's a stamp that I popped up, a little butterfly, and this butterfly that I layered. I layered 3 butterflies there. Added some gems and some diamond stickles, and just added tickets and, you know, bits and bobs here and there. This one is probably one of my favorites, if not my favorite. I just love this. Again, this is the back of a 49 and Market paper pad, and I just loved this side of it. So I added some chipboard here. Again, I put some seed beads in the center. And it's just really cute. Lots of things added and popped up here and there. And then this one was different for me because I very rarely do anything with purple. But I actually love how this one turned out. So there's a fence there, and each piece I've got the foam tape behind it, foam adhesive, to give it dimension. Got the beautiful flowers here. Put a little ticket there. I put a dragonfly on the ticket and some gems for the center. And it says Simply Fabulous. That's popped up. Here's a butterfly that I've layered, a couple of butterflies together. These flowers. Just lots of, see, there's that back of that, you know, paper line. This had chipboard pieces, but the front of it was so pretty. I just loved it. I put this little like film strip on the side there. It is really, really pretty. I love it. And then here's another one. And I have 2 more to share with you after this, and then I'll let you go. But I hope that you enjoy these. I really enjoy creating these. And again, these will be nice on, they'd work nice on like a glassine bag, and then add the lace, you know, up here to it. So you could put it on a bag, put it on a card, put it on a layout. I love this one as well. Super, super pretty. Just did lots of layering and popping things up. Again, seed bead centers for the flowers. Here's another one. I wish my camera would pick up the shimmer. Let's see if I can do it. Bring this in a little bit closer and angle that down so you can see there's just so much shimmer. It's still not doing it. Like this is all shimmery there. But it is just so pretty. So this is an envelope. See, and I sealed it, I closed it. But first I tucked things into it. So I tucked these little tags in there and just put a bunch of little things on there and popped them up. There's another fence, but I left that one flat. Pocket watch, popped it up, says enjoy the moment. I thought that went perfect with the clock there. It's just so pretty. I love this one. And then my last one, another favorite and another packaging. Super pretty. I mean, the butterfly was on that packaging. How could I throw that away? So I just put a little frame on there, popped that up, added a clock, a vase here with the daisies, added this little trim here, stamps, flowers, seed beads again. And they're just so, so pretty. I wish my camera would pick them up. I need better lighting in my craft room. I'm thinking about getting something to help me in that, but I'm not for sure if I will or not. Anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you did. And if you have a question, and ask it in the comment section and I will get back to you. I'm gonna go start working on some Christmas cards so I can get my 5 cards for the month of June done before the month is gone. All right, have a blessed day. Bye.